I got some blood work done recently. Not for any particular reason outside of, hey, I'm getting older, let's make sure everything still looks right under the hood. I've always been lucky enough to have had a clean bill of health, even though I'm not athletic or in good shape or able to run up the stairs without getting winded. On a tier list, my body would probably be a high C, and you know what? That's fine. Middle of the road works great for me. But a couple days later, I got a call back from the nurse practitioner to talk about my results. All of my levels looked good, except she said I have high cholesterol. Not to the point where I need to go on medication, but honestly, pretty close. I didn't really think too much of it at first. What is cholesterol anyways? It's that thing that Cheerios claims to lower. If Cheerios can fix it, how bad could it be? So I told my wife, and she was way more worried about it than I was. And I'm like, it's just the Cheerios thing. And she's like, no, fool, it's your heart. You know that thing that's the leading cause of death globally. Also, as a quick aside for those who don't know, there's two types of cholesterol, good cholesterol and bad cholesterol, called LDL, which stands for low density lipoprotein. Cholesterol itself isn't evil, your body needs it. It's used to build cell membranes, make hormones, and help digest fats. But cholesterol can't float around in your bloodstream on its own. It has to hitch a ride on little protein transport vehicles called lipoproteins. They carry cholesterol from the liver out to the rest of your body. Good cholesterol does this trip effectively. LDL cholesterol kind of just overflows everywhere, and it can start sticking to the walls of your arteries, which over time that buildup forms plaque. And that's the root cause of many heart problems. So I got a little more worried, and I started looking into things a little bit more. And I realized something. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I don't get to count on my body to just bounce back. There's an incredibly low maintenance houseplant called the ZZ plant that, as long as you don't put it in direct sun or overwater it, it will grow and thrive. I water mine like once a month and it's just living its best life. And that's what my body used to be. As long as I went to the gym like a couple times a week, I could spend the rest of the time jamming alcohol and fried foods into my gullet and everything was hunky-dory. Now my body is an orchid. It needs a room temperature environment with a slight drop in the fall and winter months to encourage blooming. Bright indirect light, high humidity, and good air circulation, an orchid-specific growing mix, not potting soil, and on that note, an orchid-specific fertilizer too. But be sure to reduce fertilization during the months that the orchid is dormant after flowering, and of course you need to fully allow the orchid to dry out between waterings to prevent rot. And if you mess anything up, guess what? Now you have high cholesterol. Or whatever the plant version is. I have a family to look after. Sure, I have a decent life insurance policy, but I don't think anybody wants to cash that out. So it's not just about me. I have an ethical responsibility to those around me to do whatever is in my control to live a healthy life. And thankfully, I'm in a position where this is in my control. So I'm locking in. I know this is something I can do because I've done it before. When I was in my late teens, I was nearly 270 pounds. After the traditional breakup to gym pipeline, I managed to get my weight down to 165. Then I tried to get into weightlifting, did some dirty bulking, got in a long-term relationship, got married, became a software developer who sits for 10 hours a day, had a kid, got old, and now I'm 224 pounds. I've lost the youth advantage, so I know this is going to be way harder than last time. But last time I didn't have a ticking time bomb in my chest. So here's the plan. Number 1, Ozempic.
You gotta be kidding me.
Nothing against those who take medication to control their weight, but I need to put in the hard work. I want to not only get healthy and trim down, but get in the best shape of my life. This is only going to work if I take the hard route. Actual number 1. Get to the gym and follow a routine. This part I'm not worried about. I've always enjoyed going to the gym and I pay over $100 a month for my membership, so I'm financially motivated to not waste this money. However, it is about a 20-minute drive for me. I'm in Canada and it is winter, so I do have weather to contend with. Number 2, diet. I need to follow a heart-healthy diet. Soluble fibers, good fats, heart-healthy lean animal proteins, high-protein plant sources, and a reduction in saturated fats. This is where I need to be diligent. I love food, and I love beer. Almost to the point where I'm like, if he dies, he dies. So here's what I'm going to do. I have a MacroFactor subscription. I have been very inconsistent in tracking my food to the point my iPhone offloaded the app because it's like, yeah, buddy, you're not using this. Well, guess what, iPhone? I'm reinstalling the app right now. Also, Jeff Nippert, if you're watching, maybe slap me one of those affiliate links. I've seen videos of you at my gym. Number 3, cardio. This is different than number 1. I work on my butt all day. I usually take my lunches while still on my computer. I need to get up and move. Whether that's a walking treadmill or dusting off the Peloton that's rotting in my garage, I can't just continue melting into my computer chair all day. Number 4, stay on top of my health. When I got my blood work done, that was the first time I had been to a doctor in like 8 years. I need routine checkups. I can't judge my interior by looking at my exterior. I need professionals to tune me up well before my check engine light comes on. By my birthday next year, September 28th, 2026, I will be the healthiest I've ever been. And if I'm not, then I'm setting this video to private and we'll all collectively forget that I said that. That includes you too, Jeff Nippert. Is this something that you'd be interested in following? I'm considering making update videos throughout my journey. Or follow me on Instagram and maybe I'll be more active there. Also, if you enjoyed the background music in this video, check out my lo-fi electronic project, Ember & Wool, available on all of your favorite streaming platforms, and completely free for use in your own content. Absolutely zero AI was used, which is unfortunately a massive problem in the genre right now. As always, thanks for watching the video. See you next time.